Have you ever felt overwhelmed by things beyond your control, constantly worrying about what others think or stressing over outcomes you can't change? Mastering the art of letting go and not caring is crucial for maintaining peace of mind and emotional resilience. By embracing Stoic principles, you can develop a mindset that prioritizes inner tranquility over external chaos. In this discussion, we'll explore 5 Stoic principles that can help you achieve this balance. These timeless teachings offer practical strategies to detach from unnecessary worries and focus on what truly matters, ultimately leading to a more serene and fulfilling life. Don't miss any principle in this topic. So let's begin. Principle number 1. Set boundaries. Setting boundaries is a crucial part of mastering the art of not caring and letting go. Boundaries are the limits we set to protect our emotional, mental, and physical well-being. They help us define what we find acceptable and what we do not, thus creating a space where we feel safe and respected. Without clear boundaries, we often find ourselves overwhelmed, stressed, and unable to let go of things that drain our energy and peace of mind. When we set boundaries, we take control of our lives. This act of self-care allows us to prioritize our needs and values over the demands and expectations of others. By clearly stating what we will and will not tolerate, we prevent others from taking advantage of us or pushing us beyond our limits. This not only reduces stress, but also empowers us to focus on what truly matters to us. Boundaries are essential for maintaining healthy relationships and ensuring that our interactions with others are respectful and balanced. The process of setting boundaries involves self-reflection and assertiveness. We must first identify our limits and recognize situations or behaviors that make us uncomfortable or unhappy. Once we understand our boundaries, we need to communicate them clearly and assertively to others. This can be challenging, especially if we are not used to standing up for ourselves, but it is a vital step in protecting our well-being. Being firm yet respectful in our communication helps others understand and respect our limits. The outcomes of setting boundaries can be profoundly positive. One major benefit is reduced stress and anxiety, as we no longer feel obligated to meet unrealistic expectations or tolerate disrespectful behavior. We gain more time and energy to focus on our passions, goals, and the people who genuinely support us. This leads to a greater sense of fulfillment and happiness. Furthermore, by setting and maintaining boundaries, we teach others how to treat us, leading to healthier and more respectful relationships. Ultimately, setting boundaries is essential for mastering the art of not caring and letting go, as it enables us to safeguard our well-being and focus on what truly matters. By defining and communicating our limits, we reduce stress and prevent others from overstepping, thus fostering healthier, more respectful relationships. This practice requires self-awareness and assertiveness, but the outcomes, greater peace of mind, increased fulfillment, and stronger personal connections, are well worth the effort. Boundaries empower us to live more balanced and intentional lives, free from the undue pressures and expectations of others. Principle number 2. Limit exposure to negativity. Limiting exposure to negativity is a vital practice in mastering the art of letting go and not caring. In today's world, negativity can come from various sources, including negative people, social media, and distressing news. Constant exposure to these sources can drain our energy, impact our mental health, and make it difficult to maintain a positive outlook on life. By intentionally reducing our exposure to negativity, we create space for more positive and uplifting influences. One common practice to limit exposure to negativity is to carefully manage our social interactions. This means spending less time with people who consistently bring negative energy into our lives. Negative individuals often complain, criticize, and spread pessimism, which can be contagious and detrimental to our own well-being. Instead, we should seek out relationships with positive, supportive people who uplift and encourage us. This shift not only protects our mental health, but also helps us cultivate a more positive mindset. Another important practice is managing our consumption of media. Social media and news outlets can be significant sources of negativity. Social media often presents a distorted view of reality, filled with comparisons and negative content that can affect our self-esteem and mood. To limit this impact, we can set boundaries on our social media use, such as unfollowing negative accounts, curating our feed to include positive and inspiring content, and setting time limits for social media use. Similarly, being selective about the news we consume can help reduce anxiety and stress. Focusing on reputable sources and limiting our intake of distressing news can make a big difference. Additionally, creating a positive environment at home and at work is crucial. This can be achieved by decluttering physical spaces, surrounding ourselves with positive reminders like motivational quotes or happy photos, and engaging in activities that bring joy and relaxation. Practices such as meditation, journaling, and listening to uplifting music can help create a more positive atmosphere. By transforming our environment, we reduce the impact of external negativity and foster a sense of peace and well-being. The outcomes of limiting exposure to negativity are profound. When we remove negative influences, we often experience reduced stress and anxiety, improved mood, and a greater sense of overall well-being. This practice helps us build resilience against external stressors and maintain a positive outlook even in challenging situations. It also allows us to focus more on our goals and passions, as we are no longer weighed down by the negativity that once consumed our thoughts and energy. So, limiting exposure to negativity is a crucial step in mastering the art of letting go and not caring. By managing our social interactions, media consumption, and environment, we can protect our mental health and cultivate a more positive mindset. The benefits are significant, including reduced stress, improved mood, and a stronger ability to focus on what truly matters. By consciously choosing to surround ourselves with positivity, we take control of our emotional well-being and create a more fulfilling life. Principle number 3, learn to say no. Learning to say no is a fundamental aspect of mastering the art of letting go and not caring. In our busy lives, we often feel pressured to say yes to requests and demands from others out of a sense of obligation or guilt. This can lead to overcommitment, burnout, and a lack of focus on our own needs and priorities. By learning to say no, we can protect our time, energy, and mental health, allowing us to concentrate on what truly matters in our lives. One of the most important reasons to learn to say no is to avoid overcommitment. When we continually agree to take on more tasks and responsibilities, we spread ourselves too thin and become overwhelmed. This can lead to stress, anxiety, and even physical health issues. Overcommitment also prevents us from dedicating adequate time and energy to the things that are most important to us, such as our personal goals, hobbies, and relationships. By saying no to unnecessary demands, we create space in our lives for the activities and people that bring us joy and fulfillment. The outcomes of learning to say no can be profound. Firstly, it leads to better time management. When we are not constantly juggling a multitude of tasks, we can be more focused and productive in our endeavors. This allows us to achieve our goals more efficiently and with greater satisfaction. Secondly, saying no helps improve our mental health. It reduces the stress and pressure associated with overcommitment, giving us more peace of mind and a sense of control over our lives. Thirdly, it strengthens our relationships. By prioritizing quality over quantity in our commitments, we can be more present and engaged with the people who truly matter to us. To effectively learn to say no, it is essential to develop clear priorities and boundaries. Start by identifying your core values and what is most important to you. This could include your career, family, personal growth, or health. Once you have a clear understanding of your priorities, it becomes easier to assess whether a new request aligns with them. If it does not, you can confidently say no, knowing that you are protecting your time and energy for the things that matter most. Another key strategy is to practice assertiveness and clear communication. Saying no can be challenging, especially if you are not used to it. However, it is important to be direct and honest in your response. You do not need to provide lengthy explanations explanations or excuses. A simple, polite refusal is often sufficient. For example, you might say, "Thank you for thinking of me, but I have other commitments that I need to focus on." Being firm and respectful in your communication helps others understand and respect your boundaries. It is also helpful to anticipate common scenarios where you might need to say no and prepare your responses in advance. This can reduce anxiety and make it easier to respond confidently in the moment. Additionally, remember that it is okay to take time to consider a request before responding. You do not need to say yes or no immediately. Taking a moment to assess whether the request aligns with your priorities can help you make a more thoughtful decision. So, learning to say no is crucial for mastering the art of letting go and not caring. It allows us to avoid overcommitment, manage our time more effectively, and protect our mental health. By setting clear priorities and boundaries, practicing assertiveness, and preparing for common scenarios, we can confidently say no to unnecessary demands and focus on what truly matters. The outcomes of this practice are significant, leading to greater fulfillment, better relationships, and a more balanced, intentional life. Embracing the power of no is a powerful step towards achieving personal well-being and success. Principle number 4, let go of perfectionism. Letting go of perfectionism is essential to mastering the art of letting go and not caring. Perfectionism sets an unattainable standard that can lead to constant disappointment, stress, and a persistent feeling of inadequacy. To embrace a healthier mindset, it is crucial to strive for excellence rather than perfection, accepting that mistakes and imperfections are inherent to the human experience. This shift in perspective allows us to live more fulfilling and balanced lives. The first step in letting go of perfectionism is to recognize and acknowledge its presence in our lives. Perfectionism often manifests as an excessive concern with making mistakes, a need for control, and unrealistic expectations for ourselves and others. By identifying these tendencies, we can begin to address and challenge them. It is important to understand that striving for perfection is not only unrealistic but also detrimental to our mental health and well-being. Acknowledging this is the foundation for change. Next, it is crucial to set realistic and achievable goals. Instead of aiming for perfection, focus on doing your best and setting attainable standards. This shift allows you to measure progress and success more reasonably. Break larger tasks into smaller, manageable steps, and celebrate each accomplishment along the way. This approach reduces the pressure to be perfect and helps build confidence and a sense of achievement. Another key strategy is to practice self-compassion. Perfectionists are often their own harshest critics, constantly judging themselves for not meeting their own impossibly high standards. Learning to be kinder and more forgiving towards yourself is essential. When you make a mistake or fall short of a goal, treat yourself with the same understanding and compassion you would offer a friend. Recognize that mistakes are opportunities for growth and learning, not indicators of failure. It is also beneficial to seek feedback and perspective from others. Often, our perceptions of perfection are distorted, and we may set standards for ourselves that others do not expect or require. By discussing our goals and challenges with trusted friends, family, or colleagues, we can gain valuable insights and reassurance. This external perspective can help us see that our best effort is often more than sufficient and that others appreciate our work and contributions, even when they are not perfect. Letting go of perfectionism is vital for reducing stress and improving overall well-being. Perfectionism often leads to chronic stress, anxiety, and burnout as we constantly push ourselves to meet unrealistic standards. By embracing imperfection and focusing on excellence, we can alleviate this pressure and enjoy a more balanced and fulfilling life. This shift also allows us to be more present and engaged in our daily activities, as we are not constantly preoccupied with the fear of making mistakes or falling short. Ultimately, letting go of perfection perfectionism is a critical step in mastering the art of letting go and not caring. By recognizing the harmful effects of perfectionism, setting realistic goals, practicing self-compassion, and seeking external feedback, we can cultivate a healthier and more balanced approach to our personal and professional lives. This practice not only reduces stress and anxiety, but also fosters a greater sense of fulfillment and well-being. Embracing imperfection allows us to appreciate our efforts, learn from our mistakes, and ultimately lead more contented and meaningful lives. Principle number 5, seek professional help when needed. Seeking professional help is crucial for those struggling to let go and not care. While self-help and support from friends and family can be beneficial, a therapist or counselor can provide tailored strategies and support. Recognizing that you need help is the first step, especially if you're experiencing persistent anxiety, depression, or overwhelming stress. Understanding that seeking help is a strength can empower you to take this vital step towards better mental health. Finding the right therapist is essential. Look for professionals specializing in areas you're struggling with, such as anxiety or stress management. Ask for recommendations from your primary care doctor, friends, or family, or research online directories of licensed therapists. Choose someone you feel comfortable with, as a good therapeutic relationship is key to effective treatment. Don't hesitate to schedule initial consultations with a few therapists to find the right fit. Once you've selected a therapist, be open and honest during your sessions. Share your thoughts, feelings, and challenges without holding back. The more your therapist understands your situation, the better they can tailor their guidance to your specific needs. Therapy is a collaborative process, and your active participation is crucial. Be patient with yourself in the process, as meaningful change takes time and effort. Therapists and counselors are trained to understand complex emotional and psychological issues and can provide evidence-based techniques to help you cope. They offer a safe, non-judgmental space for you to explore your thoughts and feelings. This professional support can help you develop healthier patterns of thinking and behavior, enabling you to let go of negative habits and build resilience against stressors. The benefits of seeking professional help are numerous. Therapy can help you identify and change harmful thought patterns, develop effective coping strategies, and improve your overall mental health. As you learn to manage your emotions and stress more effectively, you will find it easier to let go of unnecessary worries and not care about things beyond your control. This shift can lead to a more balanced, fulfilling life, where you can focus on what truly matters to you without being weighed down by constant anxiety or stress. Ultimately, seeking professional help is a vital step for those struggling to let go and not care. Acknowledging the need for help, finding the right therapist, and actively engaging in the therapeutic process are key steps in this journey. The importance of professional guidance cannot be understated, as it provides specialized support and strategies that can significantly improve your mental health and well-being. Embracing therapy not only helps you manage your current challenges, but also equips you with tools to navigate future difficulties more effectively. By taking this step, you can achieve a healthier, more balanced life, free from the constant burden of overwhelming stress and anxiety. In summary, to understand more about what we tackle, implementing Stoic principles to master the art of letting go and not caring can profoundly impact your life. By adopting these teachings, you cultivate a mindset that prioritizes inner peace and resilience. This shift allows you to focus on what you can control and accept what you cannot, significantly reducing stress and anxiety. As you practice these principles, you become more grounded and less affected by external events and opinions, enabling you to navigate life's challenges with greater composure and clarity. The possible outcomes of embracing Stoicism are far-reaching. You will likely experience enhanced emotional stability, improved relationships, and a deeper sense of fulfillment. Letting go of unnecessary worries frees up mental and emotional energy, allowing you to invest in your passions and goals more effectively. By not caring about trivial matters, you can live a more intentional and purposeful life, centered on your values and what truly brings you joy. Ultimately, these Stoic principles guide you toward a life of greater contentment and well-being. If you found this video valuable and you think this will help you, After we end this video, please leave your thumbs up and subscribe. It helps us a lot and it costs you nothing.